Yes, so welcome to another video. I'm Lewis, above me is John. Hope you guys are doing all right. Following a pretty interesting weekend in the Premier League. But today we're going to discuss Riyad Mahrez. How will Man City cope without our top goal scorer? Goal machine Riyad Mahrez is leaving Man City to go to the African Cup of Nations with Algeria. So obviously we wish him the best of luck. But we are going to be without him now for around a month. Obviously it does depend on how far Algeria get, depending on just exactly how many games he misses. But City going to have to cope without Riyad Mahrez. He is our top goal scorer, as I've already said, so he's a big player for us, as we all know. Before we get into the video, guys, I'm going to set a like target of 1,000 likes, so please smash a thumbs up on the video. Just helps other City fans find the channel. Subscribe to us as well if you are new. We're trying to get towards that 50,000k mark, so any help towards that would be massively appreciated. And I want to say a massive shout out to the guys at Manscaped. They've sponsored us now for quite a while, but Manscaped have got this, which is the Lawnmower 4.0, and basically if you've got a hairy ball sack, you can use this to basically shave it and get part of the smooth gang. Over 2 million men. You know what, bro?
I've seen a lot of people saying that it's cringe, this.
What?
The whole Manscaped thing. Oh, it's cringe talking about a ball shaver. I don't think it's cringe.
No,
the only thing cringe is not shaving your balls.
Whoa.
That's what's
cringe. yeah, we give you discount codes here. Extra 20, XTRA20. You get 20% off and free worldwide shipping as well. If you get the performance pack, you get the lawnmower, which you can use to shave your balls anytime. You get the ball deodorant as well. And you get this, which is the ball toner, which smells proper nice. I'm always spraying it in the studio. So go over to manscaped.com. All the details are in the description. Right, Riyad Mahrez, bro. He's obviously going to the African Cup of Nations. I think it's in Cameroon this time. With Algeria. I think they're the holders. I think they won it last year, didn't they? And obviously, we're going to miss him. He's our top goal scorer. Before we get on to who can come in and sort of, how we're going to play, I just want to talk a little bit about Riyad Mahrez and what we're going to miss, bro. Because for me, one thing that we're going to miss, what I really, really like him for, is basically the guy never loses the ball, bro. You ever seen him lose the ball? I ain't.
And as well, I think that touch that he has is absolutely incredible. Do you know what I mean? It's unreal. Tell you what's unreal, the smell of that. I can smell it better now. He's so good. He's so good on that right hand side. He's like pivotal to the way that we play attacking wise. There's so many times where he'll hold the line, he'll hold the width. So we're going on the left hand side, that Riyad Mahrez is always going to be available on that right hand side. You could just switch the play and he's there waiting for it. He also has really good link up with De Bruyne and Cancelo on that right hand side, and Bernardo as well. It's mint. He's proper. It's weird, isn't it? Because after last season in his Champions League, that was Mr. Champions League, and I was like, how does Riyad Mahrez even get better? But he's currently our top goal scorer. He's got our most goal contributions this season. He's on 18, and then the next person from that is Phil Foden and Gabby are both on 13. Yeah, and then he's on 13. He's scored 13 goals and got 5 assists.
You know what, bro? As well, when we did our sort of like pre-season predictions or like post last season sort of like review, and we spoke about Mahrez, can you remember what I said about Riyad Mahrez? Because I'll tell you what I said, because clearly you can't remember it, but I said, I think Riyad Mahrez needs to be scoring more goals. I think he's got the ability to be scoring more goals. Yeah. And last year, in 48 matches, he scored 14 goals. I think that's a disappointment from someone of Riyad Mahrez's quality. I think Riyad Mahrez can be getting 20 goals a season. Well, so far this season, he's played 25 matches and scored 13. So it's only one off his full year tally from last year, bro.
That's wild.
I think this guy, the quality that he has, I think he can be hitting 20 goals a season. And I think he can hit that quite easily. I don't even think that's like a stretch. I think like 25, 27 is a stretch. I think 20 for him, because he's so good and he's finishing his mint, I think 20 goals a season for Riyad Mahrez is easily doable. And he's well on the way there. He only needs 7 to get there. Obviously, he's going to miss a couple of games now going to the African Cup of Nations. But the amount of chances that we create, hopefully we go far in the FA Cup and the Champions League, he's going to get a lot of opportunities to do it. And there's still like, 15, 16 games after the season to play. I think this guy can get 20 goals, bro. And if he does, I think that'll be an outstanding year for him. And he will very much be in the shout for Player of the Year for the season. Because we did that video that I think we did yesterday, and we spoke about Player of the Season.
Review, innit? Yeah,
so far. And I think Riyad Mahrez was in the conversation. Well, if he gets 20 goals, I think there's going to be a real talk for Riyad Mahrez to be in that name bracket of Player of the Year.
Yeah, and I think given that, and obviously wanting to get as most goals as possible, you touch it there. The fact that the games that he will miss, he's not actually missing that many.
Yeah. Well, what games is he missing then, bro?
He's missing Swindon Town, which is this Friday. Obviously, the first FA Cup, and if we get through that game, which you should imagine that we will beat Swindon, he will miss the fourth round as well. He misses Chelsea. And he misses Southampton, and then there's Brentford on the 9th of February. I'm not sure if he'll miss that or if he'll be back in time for that. It depends on how the celebrations of the goal. Do you know what I mean? We don't know what the fallout of it is. Like basically, we know when the games end, but how long does it go on for afterwards? Do you know what I mean? Is he going to stay like in Algeria for a bit?
That's very much how far do Algeria go, and if they do win it, how hard do they party, basically.
How hard do they party, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, he's going to miss a couple of games there, obviously, which is disappointing because he's in good form, and as I said, he's our top goal scorer. So let's turn our attention now to maybe players who can play in that position. Now, Riyad Mahrez, despite scoring 13 goals this season, he hasn't played in every single match, and we do have quite a lot of options on that right-hand side. Now, of course, Raheem Sterling seems to be back in form. And when he come back in form, he was back on that right-hand side. For some reason, I don't know what, probably because Mahrez has been in decent form, he's been put back on the left. So you do have that instant option of putting Raheem Sterling back on that right-hand side. You've got Gabby Jesus who can play there. Phil Foden could probably play there. And of course, you've got Bernardo Silva who could play on that right wing and did a few years ago and did very well. So we are very well covered in that side. And I think something that we have available to us is a different style of winger in that position. So say you wanted Sterling, who's going to get the ball and run at the defenders, or you might want Gabby, who can do a little bit of everything, but is more reserved, might hold the ball a little bit more. And if you wanted to really dominate possession, you could even throw Bernardo Silva out on the wing and maybe put Gundogan in the middle with Kevin De Bruyne. So there are a lot of options, bro.
Yeah, I think the one thing that we're blessed with is wingers. We're absolutely stacked.
We are stacked.
And that's because we don't have a striker. We're stacked with loads of wingers instead. And for me, my instant replacement, not replacement, I mean, the guy who's going to step in for Riyad Mahrez, personally, I'd put Raheem Sterling there on that right-hand side. Like I say, he got himself into really good form coming on that right-hand side. He's absolutely smashing it. Obviously, it's hard, though, to keep Riyad Mahrez out of the team with him being our top goal scorer in that, hence why he's been on the left-hand side. But I'd love to see a return of right-wing Raheem. Like he's our second top goal scorer. Do you know what I mean? He's second. He's got 9 goals and 3 assists, which is wild when you think about it. Beginning of the season, everyone's writing Sterling off, and he's now second. So for me, he's a natural guy to go in there and replace it. But like you say, there is Gabby. He's an option that's available. But also say like the way that we're playing at the moment with Mahrez on the right, say we go Phil Foden false 9, but then say you've got Mahrez on the right hand side who controls the ball up, then you've got Sterling on the left who will drive at defenders. If you want to keep that dynamic, you can have Raheem on the right hand side who will drive at the defenders kind of thing, and then you can have someone like Jack Grealish who holds the ball up a bit better. And you keep the kind of the same dynamic, you just switch inside a bit. And I think we will see that. I think in the 4 or 5 games that he misses, we'll see like a different kind of vibe really in there, because at the moment Riyad Mahrez is starting every game for me. I don't say anyone can get a look in on that side just because he's so good. So yeah, it's basically we're blessed in the sense that he's going, and yes, we will miss him, but not as much as say another team would miss their star man. Say like Salah and Mane, Liverpool will miss them a lot heavier than we will miss Riyad Mahrez.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. I think we will. It gives you something, I think. For me, I'm looking at the Chelsea game and I'm thinking in that match, that's where I would have liked.
That's the biggest loss in it.
Yeah, I'm looking at Mahrez in that game, and that's a proper Mahrez match for me. That a tricky contest. You're playing Chelsea, you were just going to sit there and defend for the full 90 minutes at the Etihad, and I think that Riyad Mahrez in that game would have been perfect. But it's not to be. He's obviously with Algeria. That is what it is. I think we will cope. But obviously, it is a loss. He's our top goal scorer, guys. So even if you're not a huge Riyad Mahrez fan, you got to admit, guys, 13 goals in 25 games is a fantastic return. He's only 1 goal behind his full year total for last year. He's got a few assists there as well. The guy's having an absolutely stellar year. And I think he can get even better when he comes back from this African Cup of Nations. From a selfish point of view, I'm looking at this 2 ways. I'm like, if Algeria get knocked out straight away, we get him back quicker. But if they go on to win it, the confidence in Riyad Mahrez and coming back into that crucial part of the year. I mean, he'll come back, bro, and 2 weeks later we'll be playing Sporting Lisbon, Tottenham, United. Like,
he'll be well up for it. And as well, do you remember last time I went to the Algeria Cup, the African Cup of Nations, and Algeria won. He came back early. Do you know what I mean? The guy played loads of games and then goes to the African Cup of Nations, plays even more games. He came back early from like the period that he had off. He came back early so that he could be fit for the season and that he could get ready and train with the players and stuff. And I reckon he'll come, because the guy loves football. It's clear the guy loves football and he just wants to play as much as possible. So I think he'll come back, and he'll come back strong if Algeria go win it. And I hope Algeria go out there and win it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's the only player from our squad that's going to the African Cup of Nations. So we are Algerian fans for the interim period. But yeah, let us know your thoughts on this, guys. How much do you think we're going to miss him? We do have a lot of wingers, so we are blessed in that situation. Maybe Riyad Mahrez will see this video, guys. So leave your good luck comments down below. Good luck, Riyad. Wish you all the best. Bring that trophy home. And yeah, guys, a quick one. Please go check out Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0. Absolutely mega. It's sick, mate. And you get that smooth ball finish. Use code EXTRA20 for 20% off your basket and free international shipping. There's actually genuinely so much sick stuff in that performance package. You won't even realise how good it is until you click the link. But yeah, other than that, good luck, Riyad, and we'll see you in the next one. See you in a bit.